welcome to our news updates coming to you live from Bishop Neofi Media Center, and you're with me, Charity Jilanga. Pope Francis on Wednesday highlighted the plight of prisoners of war in conflict-stricken countries. Speaking of cut at the end of the general audience, the Pope prayed for their freedom and denounced the tortures many of them are subjected to. The Holy Father raised an appeal for the liberation of the prisoners of war of Holy Land, Palestine, Israel and Ukraine, praying that the Lord may move rules so they may all be freed. Adding to his appeal, Pope Francis had special thoughts for those prisoners who are subjected to torture that wounds the dignity of the person. Director of Health Services at Baila Health Service, Awoson Chingani, says the number of new babies at the facility goes up to 70 per day. Chingani has since described the hospital as one of the busiest maternal facilities in Southern Africa. He was speaking in Lilongwe when the Lilongwe Water Board handed over a water tank to the hospital. Minister of Water and Sanitation Amida Mia says the new water tank will help in enhancing hygiene at the facility. The new water tank holds 1 million liters of water, which has the capacity of serving up to 2,000 people. Chief Justice Arizona Mzigamanda says the judiciary will remain professional, independent and impartial in handling election disputes in the country. Speaking during a debriefing session of the Malawi Supreme Court of Appeal on the management of election cases, Mzigamanda says they will continue executing their duties in accordance with the law. He says they are satisfied with the way they handled the 2019 election disputes and are determined to make improvements in the way election dispute cases should be handled. Malawi Electoral Commission Chairperson Justice Chifundo Kajali says the event will provide the judiciary with the opportunity to reflect on how they handled the 2019 election cases and if there is a need for improvements. The Minister of Agriculture is optimistic that intensifying groundnut research and introducing more varieties that are resilient to climatic shocks could assist the country meet global market demands. Director of Research Services in the Ministry, Dr. Grace Kaudzu, said this on a groundnut tour at Chitidza Research Station in Lilongwe by Pixels Agriculture Malawi, Feed the Future Innovation Lab for peanut, and Feed the Future Malawi Growth Pause Project. Dr. Kaudzu nonetheless cited financial challenges among major setbacks for the country in developing varieties that are resilient to climate change. The 2024 GTIM is regarded as key in sustainable agricultural development and innovation strategy, aiming to achieve 1 million metric tons of groundnuts annually by 2030. In international news, the opposition in Togo has denounced a proposed new constitution as a power grab intended to extend the reign of President Faure Nasibe. The reforms would see the West African country move from a presidential to a parliamentary system. But the opposition says there are rules to keep Nasibe, who is already in his fourth term in power. The president's supporters say the changes would reduce the powers of the head of state by transforming the presidency into a ceremonial role. Human Rights Minister Yawatsegan says they will improve democracy in the country. But the opposition says the reforms would allow him to remain president until 2031 and then be appointed to the new position of President of the Council of Ministers, in effect Prime Minister, continuing his family's 57-year rule. And that's about what we had time for in this edition of News Updates at 2. My name is Charity Jilanga. Good afternoon.